But alright, so I'm going to do a proper tour of Mirage this time. I'm actually going to show off the whole thing. And I think I'll do the tour in a nice little race car. So it should be a much better tour this way. So I've also discovered there's a lot of like vehicle-like things actually in this, which I think is cool because it goes beyond the normal mounts. And with the trade system, it becomes important to have, multiple means of transportation. And I would say if you're not gonna do trades by ship and you want to do trades by land, there actually is a vehicle that's got several crates in the back, which is a place where you can place trade packs. I believe, from what I've seen at least, that seems to be how it works. So I'll show that off really quick. And here's glider designs. This is another thing I didn't show off in my other tours. Here's where you get your different glider designs. So if you actually go look at them. And this one, for instance, experimental glider design, only costs 5 silver. But the experimental glider you seem to get pretty easy anyways. Enhanced glider design, 50 silver. And then there's just if I remember right from looking at crafting, the designs really didn't cost much. The materials. It didn't take a lot of materials to make gliders. It took like the designs, the glider beforehand, and a few things. But okay, I don't want to spoil too much of that right now. So let me get over here. Alright, I'm going to come down here and I'll show you the farm wagon, which is right below me right there. But it is probably the best way to trade or transport trade goods land-wise. So yikes. Alright. Over here, this is the farm wagon. Don't know what all these guys are doing. I'm running around in circles in a waste status. Maybe they're just used to idle timers because I haven't seen one yet in this game. But alright, this is a farm wagon. It's got 4 trade pack storages. You're able to transport 4 trade packs in it, and it's it's just a simple land transport vehicle. So I think this would be... Now some of the materials to make this seem a little, like they'd be maybe a little tricky to get, because I'll be honest, this seems a lot better. I mean, you take one of these and have a few friends escorting on their mounts, and you got a pretty good, source of transportation land-wise without having to go out on the sea where you really have to worry about pirates. I feel like you don't have to worry about pirates as much if you're on land, so... But yeah, so that's a farm wagon. Really cool little vehicle, I thought. However, I don't want to speak for sure, but I believe even these race cars, which I'm going to see if I can... I think I can tour the island on one of these. But with these, they do have the ability to open their trunk. Go ahead and pop the hood. Alright, with these, you do have the ability to open their trunk. And I'm not positive, but I imagine somebody may be able to walk up and put a trade pack in there. Not sure, but I don't see a reason the trunk should open if you can't. So, one of these days maybe I'll be able to test that, but... Up. Yeah, let's not do that. This one's actually a bit faster than the one I was driving the other day. I don't think I can go through there, but I think I can find another way around. But yeah, I'll try to properly show off Mirage, because I did miss quite a bit of stuff. Like I didn't even show off these cars, for Christ's sakes, but okay, I'll start with some of the stuff I have shown off. I won't do it as detailed, but I'll at least give the basic summary of stuff. So this is where you go when you're getting all your house designs, your castle designs, your castle pieces, things like that. These are all the castle pieces that are available for Western style castles. Before, I think I had even said that these were, you know, all the castle pieces for building castle. That's not 100% accurate. You'll see what I'm talking about when I get to the other side of the island. But this is basically your, you know, you got your trebuchet and the scaling ladder. Then you have your defense tower, your gates, your walls, and your ramps to get up the walls. You have all your different house designs with a model of that house behind it, so you can preview any house that you're thinking about getting. I'm not going to go into too much details. This is what most of the houses cost Gilda stars. So in order to really get a house, you're going to want to get a ship. And you're going to want to do some trade runs, because that seems to be the primary source of Gilda stars. If there's other sources, I'm not 100% sure of them yet. And then you get out here and you have your ship designs. Most of these, I think all of these maybe even cost Gilda stars. Newy tiers, actually. Let me check. Yeah, this one's Newy tiers. I just bought this one for 30 Newy tiers. Then you got this 100 Newy tiers. That's your big galleon. Get the merchant ship. Oh, that guy just stole my car. That's 50 Gilda? Yeah, this is 50 Gilda stars, so you're gonna have to do some trades for that. That guy's gonna steal my car. Oh well. Then you get your fisher ship. 100 Gilda stars. So these two cost Gilda stars. However, this and this you can get for Newy tiers. That's gonna slow down my tour a little bit. Could have just chatted to him, let him know I'm trying to do a tutorial on stream, but oh well. Oh, and there is this little house I've covered before, but I think it's worth noting since all the other houses are out there. You have this house which costs 500 Newy tiers, which seems like a lot of Newy tiers, especially since I don't know exactly how all you can get Newy tiers outside of race classes. But so aside from my car getting stolen, let's see. Fly over here real quick and show you the submarines. These things are pretty nifty, although it looks like right now you might only be able to get your hands on the blue one. Not exactly sure, but that seems to be the only one I can get to bring up. But those are 500 Gilda stars, which to me seems like a lot. I don't know how much you get for trades yet because I haven't done trades, but those are pretty cool little contraptions. So, as I showed before, you know, you got your house design, stuff like that. You can buy furniture pieces here as well for Gilda stars, Newy tiers, stuff like that, instead of crafting them. Almost everything on display is purchasable. Like I can, you know, purchase the double rail fence right here for 10 silver, which I was almost tempted to do, but it's not that much to craft fences, so Because I kind of want to add a little bit of fencing to my my farm. But alright, now, I've shown this side plenty of times, showed all that stuff, and oh, and there's also certain horses you can get here, but I personally think they cost a little bit much, and I don't know if they're much better than the horse I started with, but they might be, because I think they're purebreds, but and I've even shown this area up here before, where you have, there's some chest over there you can get your hands on, a few workbench type things over here, your anvils, your alchemy workstation, cooking workstation, things like that. Really easy to look over them, see what they do. And these ones are nice because they don't look like the ghetto workstations you see everywhere else. They look fitting for inside your house. These little frames, which I'd like to actually know what it puts inside the frame. I don't know. Maybe you can upload pictures, because you can upload a design for your crest. I already have my crest design set in. It's my little crucifixion that I use all over the place. That cross that you see everywhere. It's sort of just becoming my emblem. But so now this is the part I really haven't shown off. Mainly because I missed it. I just didn't pay attention. And actually, one house design on this side that's really important to know the location of, because there's a few places, and I showed it in one of my streams, a place where you can only have thatched farmhouse design. So if you wanted to build a house there, it had to be the thatched farmhouse, which I think is great because it makes for a great setting. It's like this little peninsula, really pretty looking. So yeah, there's your glider designs. Showed that off. And you go further down, you have Asian style house designs. So if you're an Eastern player and you want to stick strong to that Eastern player, you have all your little Eastern designed houses down here. They don't seem to have as many or as much variety yet, as far as like there's no color variety really that I've seen, and doesn't seem to be as many house options, or at least houses that get as big. Here's your thatched farmhouse design. There's the little thatched farmhouse. Actually a pretty nice little house. I'd be tempted to get one that just so I could build on that peninsula, since I have a feeling not as many people are building there specifically. It's 50 Gilder stars, so it's more than the 15 basic cottage, or I believe one of these is the 15 basic. I think it's this one. This is the 15 basic for the Asian style houses. Yeah, 15 Gilder stars. So this is the inside of theirs. Now, if you remember the inside of the standard Western one, it's got a fireplace about over here, and then just your open space. This one's got the firehouse in the back, and then all this would be open blank space. However, you can, as I was saying, pretty much buy all these too. So if you're a really abundant trader and not necessarily a crafter, maybe you just, you know, work precisely in a specific trade good, so you have plenty of Gilder stars, you don't have to craft all the furniture. You could buy it with Gilder stars, or you can, pretty sure most of them are for sale in the trade, in the auction house. So that's kind of important. Another big thing that was important that I had missed was the fact you have, let's see, if you look over, they do get bigger. Like that seems to be one of the biggest ones I've seen yet. I haven't seen something that's equivalent to the mansion on the other side yet, but and you have Eastern castle pieces. So yeah, pretty important really, because if you want to make a castle of this design and not just be a castle of that design, have every castle be that design, you have to come over here to get your castle pieces. So I feel like that was an important thing I kind of missed, as well as when it comes to galleons. That seems to be the only varying ship so far is the galleon. But as far as galleons go, they also have their own galleon. Looks like their little water house might be slightly different. It looks like it is side entrance instead of... no, I mean, according to this picture, it looks about the same. So, the little model. But okay, so onto their galleon. Their clipper is the same. It shows the clipper. They don't even have a merchant ship display over here, but yeah, if you want your merchant ship, you just have to go over there and get it. But as you see here, their galleon is actually, you know, different, very Eastern themed. I think it's still also more than likely also an 8 cannon ship, but it's got, you know, the Asian style sails and just obviously just an Asian style ship compared to very Western style one of the one over there. And I think that about covers everything over here that was missed. Along the back is where you'll find the little bit of a race car track thing, as well as some of those to preview. And behind here is where you can check out that farm wagon and get your hands on the farm wagon design. It's basically, and there's, you know, a little example they show you of what you can build with those castle pieces. But when you go back here to where I was riding the farm wagon around, you'll notice over here well, I don't need that water, but over here you'll see, you know, the wheeled mortar, which I'm wondering how much you can really do that. I mean, obviously for castle sieges you would also use that, not just maybe the catapult or trebuchet, but also getting the wheeled mortar. And I think also if it's doable, and it looks like it has a little flag that will show your custom crest on it, so that's kind of neat. But as well as that though, I could see you escorting any trade routes, like any farm wagon trade runs with maybe one of these, if they're able to just travel freely around like that. But this is also where you get the farm wagon design. It's only 10 Gilda stars, which really doesn't seem like much for the fact it's just, you know, this neat little vehicle with the four storage for trade goods. But the materials to make it, when I was looking through the crafting, seems like that could be take a little work to get together. Then again, if you have money, almost anything can be gotten from an auction house, so if you make yourself rich in game, anything's doable. But I think that just about covers all the stuff I missed before when it comes to Mirage. If there's more hidden around this island and I find it, I'll be sure to let people know. But before, I just kept going off to that one side and showing it off, completely unaware that there's actually this whole other side that's more for the, you know, Eastern theme. But as far as houses, like, I can kind of understand why it seems like a lot of people are going over there, getting the houses over there, getting the ships over there and stuff. When it comes to houses, it seems like the options are a little more slim here. Can't really be exact. I'd have to go count both sides. They're probably working on adding more, because those two houses say like for rent next to them, stuff like that, and that just leads me to believe they're gonna add more stuff there eventually. So just like some of these tents say for rent underneath. Now I don't know if it'll get to a point where a player can actually rent them out to sell some of their stuff on display, or if it's just the devs will be adding things there when the time comes. Let's see, there's a good example. Tent says it can't interact with it, so Lord's coin. Gilda stars get you an don't even know. Don't even want to know. That's a nightmare horse. But yeah, and this looks like where they're gonna have costume stuff, but you know, it looks like, you know, don't know where you get Lord's coins, so I'm not gonna speak too much on it, but looks like you can get some wardrobe items for something that you can get in game and not item shop exclusive. However, I would not hold my word to that. These games also are known for showing some of this stuff off in front of your face, making you want it. Now this for sure, I can tell you, if you want the Imperial Huntsman's leather design, it's going to be 50 Nui tiers, and I know for a fact you can get that in game. This is actually the one that comes with the founder pack. I think it might be slightly different. I have to go check the name. Silver Wolf plate design. However, that's 50 Nui tiers. And I want to say that's actually what comes with the founder pack. If so, what the founders get for being founders, you can actually get for 50 Nui tiers in game. Which is pretty nice, I guess. Although some founders might be a little hurt that they're not having exclusive stuff. But yeah, so that about sums it up. Don't need to really waste any more time touring Mirage. So I'm gonna leave here once I find a decent portal. I'm so used to leaving out of that one portal. But so yeah, Mirage has a lot of stuff. Definitely look around, especially before you go buying a house or buying a boat. Like, you might want to calculate. Like, I was debating. I was looking at the merchant ship and the clipper, and I was debating if I should just wait, because I had 33 Nui tiers. I was debating if I should just wait until I had 50 and get the merchant ship. Now, the merchant ship requires a lot more materials to build. So off that basis, I said, well, I want to be able to build a ship soon.